Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be part 2 playing with the Moonlight palette from Ether Beauty. So if you haven't seen the first impressions, I ended up doing 2 looks playing with this. I'll leave it linked down below. So far so good, but I want to play with some of the colours that I haven't played with yet and do a couple more looks just to see kind of the variety of looks potentially that can be done, but also just give my final thoughts on this palette here. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So I've already prepped and primed my eyes using the Isabella eye primer. So the first look, I'm going to go with quite a standard smoky eye look, I think, and use some more of the grey silver tones in here. So I'm going to go in with a shade. Now I've already lost my bit of paper. I go in with the shade Intention first. It's nice matte grey. I'm going to take it on a flat packing brush. The best kind of brush to use to pack on colour. Okay, zoom you in a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to start taking this shade, get my hair out of the way. I'm packing this onto the outer portion of the lid. And that really complemented the grey tone look I did just before the first impressions video, so I thought I need to incorporate grey again for this look. So thank you for those nice comments, and thank you to everyone who left really nice comments on the first impressions video as well. I had a lot of fun interacting with you guys, so thank you very much for that. So I'm just packing this on the outer portion like this, nice and rich and grey, bold, I like that. Taking a clean fluffy brush this time, I'm going to start softening out these edges. Now, just like the green look I did, there isn't really a transition shade for this grey either. It's just going to be a matter of just really kind of softly blending over, just to blend it out. And I could go in with, like I said, translucent powder or my mineral concealer just to help further blend if I need to. This is actually blending quite nicely so far. I'll try and keep it a bit more of a rounded shape this time, although it might be quite tricky because I do, as we know, like my winged out style of look. Just going to take my brush I use for primer. I'm just going to buff it in towards the eye. That way it will prevent me from winging it out, but it will just help soften those edges a little bit more as well. If you're trying to do more of a rounded look as well, the best way to blend, I find, is to go inwards and try not to go outwards. Just keep bringing it in towards the eye. It just, for me anyway, prevents me from winging it out when I don't want to, because it's so easy for me just to go, right, I'm just going to blend it this way and it's a winged out look, just because as I said, it's my favourite kind of style to do on my eyes and just in general. So bringing it into the eye, it'll still soften it nicely. Okay, very happy with that. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Full Moon. This one here. It's kind of grey, but it's also, I feel like, a bit of bronzeness to it as well. Do you know what? I'm going to take the same flat brush I used for the matte grey colour. And I'm going to start patting this onto the kind of inner third, 2/3 of the eye. So like I said, it's going to be a very classic kind of smoky eye look, I feel. Just going to go back in with a fluffy brush just to make sure I'm happy with the blend. These edges just up here in the inner corner. But so far, so good. I'm now going to just take the shade Moon Dust, which I have used already. It's the kind of really light silver shade. I think it'd just be nice just to brighten that inner corner ever so slightly. I am going to go in the exact same brush because I am lazy like that. So right in this inner corner. Just going to brighten up ever so slightly and give a little bit of that highlight in that inner corner like that. Okay, and that is what I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm just going to layer up my upper lashes with some mascara, and then I'm going to move on to lips. I know it's quite a simple look, but I quite like to keep my looks as simple as possible but still be dramatic and bold, using very few shades but giving, like I said, still giving that drama that I like. I think sometimes I know it's quite easy to get carried away in using loads of different shades in one look, whereas sometimes I just feel it's not necessary. So yeah, I'm just going to load up my upper lashes and I'll be back to do lips. Okay, so for lips I actually fancy going with something a bit darker as well. Because it is turning more to winter, it actually did try and snow a little bit this morning. I'm going to go in with a nice kind of deep lips. This is Berry Crush from Lily Lolo. So something just like that. I really love that lip. Obviously if you're not a fan of like the bold iron lips, I'd just go for a nude, but I'd kind of go with more of a light pink nude, a bit like my Whisper lip gloss from Lily Lolo, because that'd be a really nice shade to go with this as well. I just felt this colour suited like kind of more of the winter feel that's going on right now. So this is the first look out of the two that I'm going to do today. I just wanted to play with some of the non-green and purple colours because I know it's very much a green and purple orientated palette, but I just wanted to show you this look as well. The next look probably is going to be green and purple, but I'm going to combine the two because there are a few purples I haven't used yet and there's that one green I haven't used yet. So yeah, if you're interested in the second look that I'm going to do, then again please keep on watching. Okay, so on to the second look. So I haven't played with Manifest or Eclipse, and I haven't played with Libra yet. So I think I'm going to do some kind of purple green look for the second one. I may even do it as a halo type eye potentially. Is that going to work? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to play with those few colours for the last look of this video. Okay, so I've got a fresh packing brush this time. I'm going to go in with Eclipse, and it is more of a dark purple. It looks kind of black on camera, but it is kind of more of a dark purple. I'm going to start with that first. I'm actually going to zoom you in. Okay. So this colour, yeah, I think I'm going to do Halo Eye, so this is going to go on the outer inner portion of the lid. I'm going to pack this on. Now I've picked the kind of wrong size brush for the inner portion, but we'll go with it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yes, it's a very almost borderline black, but there is hints of purple in this. Using a fluffy brush, I'm just going to soften these edges slightly. I'm going to connect it in the middle portion, but only in the crease, not on the lid, leaving that slight gap. I'm not going to fully blend it out because I'm going to go in with the other purple shade, which I think is called Manifest, to really kind of purple up the look. I may take some shades that I've already used before, but I just want to make sure I can play with all shades in this palette. Okay, so I'm going to go in now with slightly kind of go over it just to make it a bit more purple and start bringing it up a bit as well. Again, kind of going for more like a rounded look this time as well. Do you know what? I'm going to go slightly different directions. I was going to put Libra in the inner corner, in the centre, but I'm not. I'm going to go in with Spirit instead and keep it purple on the upper and maybe green on the lower lash line instead. So I'm going to pop Libra, oh no sorry, Spirit in the centre to be the halo shade. think it's just going to suit it much better. Bring it right up into the crease as well. That's pretty. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Libra now, and I'm going to run that along the lower lash line. Do you know what actually I just thought would be a really pretty combination is Libra, this green I'm using now, and then the shade Moonchild, this one just here. Those two are such a pretty fun combination together. So I need to definitely play around and do that at some point. The inner corner highlight I'm going to go in with Insight just here. A little bit along this bit as well. I'm going to add some mascara and then I'll move on to lips. Okay, so I'm probably going to be a bit boring for lips, so I won't go dark this time, but I'm going to go in with Whisper from Lolo. So that's the final look using this palette for this video. Both of them are quite dark looks. Both of them I really do enjoy. Like I said, I just want to play with all the colours, and I have to say I'm impressed with each colour that is in this palette. I'm very glad I picked this up. Definitely worth spending the money to get this. I'm not disappointed in this palette at all. Very happy it's in my collection. There are definitely more looks that I can play around and do. Like I said, I think Moonchild and Libra are a beautiful colour combination to try. Just going with a real pastel coloured look would be really nice. And yeah, I'm really happy that I did pick up this palette. I've enjoyed each of the looks I've come up with so far. I haven't really had any issues with it, which is great. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know which was your favourite out of the two for today's video. But yeah, if you were thinking of getting this palette and wanted to know my thoughts, I highly recommend it. Love it. If you love your blues, greens, purples, brilliant. Obviously if you're more a neutral tone person, possibly not, although I did give you a more of a neutral-ish look, the first look of this video. But I thoroughly love it and I'm glad I picked it up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.